I'm gonna say it because men can't. More often than not, women will argue with their emotions so that they're always right.
We live in a society where perfectionism is a trend. You have to have the perfect body, the perfect social media aesthetics, the perfect image, the perfect status quo. And I'm afraid that this perfectionism epidemic is leading us into a rabbit trail that's only going to lead to regrets.
It's not only, I mean, it's going to be big regrets, but more so for the women, these ladies, these females, I should say, not the women, more so the females that are so, carnal. And they have, again, having the audacity of telling other men or telling men that they're unattractive or ugly or whatever. And yet, if you see how they looking, what they looking, like how she said, these aesthetics is all fake and made up. And they're living in such a, they're living in a cloud, in the clouds, and thinking that, it's real. But it's nothing but the matrix, and they will fall. And when they fall, oh boy, it's gonna be, oh my goodness, it's gonna be lovely.
And disappointments. And stop following influencers who promotes perfectionism, because perfectionism does not exist.
Not only does it not exist, but what do exist is the pocket of these influencers. You know what I mean? They're being fattened by these dummies, these, street soldiers that just gobble up everything that they say, and they believe it. They're fattening these people's pocket on some foolishness, on some foolery. And they can't wake up to see that when you try to tell them about that, suddenly you're the enemy for, trying to help them out. Make that make sense.
Okay. Ow, bad idea. Fuck, that hurt. Okay, that was a bad idea.
Ow.
Yeah, damn right, Al. You deserve that. Okay, she deserved that. Her husband told her, "Listen, I'm gonna handle that when I get home." No, she had to show him that she's strong and independent and she could do whatever. You women, I mean, that's exactly what's gonna happen to a lot of y'all. Sometime it might even be bad, where it could be injury, like bad injuries or even death, because y'all refuse to just listen. Listen and stay in your places. She's nothing but, I mean, as light as she is, she's trying to lift something that heavy, and the doggone thing hit her right in the doggone head. Let her know you're not equipped for this. You don't have the capability nor the strength to handle this. Get out the way. Blah! Smacked her right in the doggone head. Now, how about some of you hyenas, some of you disgusting parasites such as herself? How about some of y'all put on some comments and say, yeah, she shouldn't have been hit. Okay? Please put that up there. Please let me know that she does not deserve being hit like that. She damn right deserve it.
I'm gonna say it because men can't. More often than not, women will argue with their emotions so that they're always right. Not all the time, but more often than not, women will argue with their feelings so that they're always right. Because no matter what, your feelings are valid. Period. That's the full sentence. But now, if we're having a conversation, I tell you, you weren't supposed to feel that way. Even if I didn't mean to make you feel that way, if I tell you that your feelings are dumb, now I'm gaslighting you. But the only person that could validate those feelings is you. And I have to accept how you feel. Period. But then if I try and introduce logic to the situation, then I'm missing the point. Okay. As a man, if you try and argue your feelings, then you're a bitch. Okay. So now there's no conversation to be had. It's just, you made me feel this way, apologize, and let's get over it. But I didn't get to get off nothing about how I felt or how I feel about the situation or what I thought. And this is coming from a woman that processes her emotions and feelings in private and argues with logic and unbiased worldview opinions in public. So I'm just trying to figure out when do y'all accept or try and hear the other point of view? That's all I want to know. I'm just curious.
Yeah, sweetheart, they're not going to tell you. These females, these hyenas, they're not going to tell you about that. And also too, she broke down everything as far as on the women's side. What she's saying is, for some of y'all that didn't get that video, she's pretty much saying that the arguments are always lopsided, favoring towards the women because the women refuse to see the other side, the logical part of it. But I tell men, tell your chick or your lady, your wife, the hell with your feelings. Just that simple. They don't want. We're cut and dry. We're cut and dry. Boom. It's just that simple. This is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna do this, and that's that. You don't like it, bounce, leave, or go to the next room or whatever. Do whatever you need to do. But this is what we're doing. The hell with your feelings. Your feelings is not going to protect us. Your feelings is not going to pay the bills. Your feelings is not going to be the one, left to pick up the pieces when disaster happens. Bump your feelings. The hell with your feelings. That's how most of you men got to do with some of these chicks. Because like she just said, the arguments are always lopsided because, oh, you hurt my feelings, apologize, and then we'll move forward. Hell no, to bump with your feelings. Bump your feelings.
So we hear a lot of women being told not to settle. I would definitely tell the men, do not settle.
I want to apologize for believing this lie that I can have it all, that I don't need a man, that children are a burden, that my career is more important than anything, that my bank account can replace a person being a husband for me. I'm so sorry that I was this feminist, that media, movies, songs, influencers were convincing me that I can do everything by myself.
Now, it's funny whether she's a chameleon or not, that ain't the point. It's funny that it needs to come to that point where you knew that this was, they were fooling you. You knew that. But yet you still took that ride anyway, like a roller coaster. You know what I mean? You knew that you was being had, but you enjoyed that ride anyway. Now, because of the consequences that you are suffering or going through, suddenly, the light came on. I understand now. Oh, I'm sorry now. After how, after how much, destruction, after how much, pain and suffering that you may have caused how many men or people in your life, how many destructions did you leave in those wake before you finally, woke up?
And that being feminine and vulnerable was the wrong thing to do. And that I can choose to be masculine when it's a role that I don't want, I'm not qualified for, and therefore I cannot tell men what to do. So I just want to apologize for my part in it, for believing all this BS. And hopefully, we'll do more healing on our end, women, because we're going to bear these children. So we need to get it together. And if I have a boy and I have that mentality, like I would never want to convince my son that he has to, downplay his masculinity to make a woman feel comfortable.
And that's my question to a lot of these hyenas. Now, in this panel, I don't know how many of them are, but a lot of them were hyenas and parasites. So I guess now they're coming around and dropping that title and wanting to be, wanting to conform into the proper roles that they're supposed to be in. You heard her what she said. She used to be masculine. She's not qualified to be masculine. She don't want it no more. But that was my question to a lot of these. Would you want your child, your son? Y'all hate men that bad. And then some of them want to unalive baby boys when they find out that they're pregnant with sons. That's the sickening part of it. The feminism done got that disgusting. But let men say, oh yeah, we don't need no baby girls and blah, blah, blah. I mean, the world would have a fit, or Western society would have a fit.
Not okay. So I'm just so sorry.
Yeah. I know that just from everything that I see, it just seems so discouraging right now to be a man and to have like accusations just flung at you in every direction in the media. But I feel like there are a lot of us women that are starting to wake up to this, and we're starting to see through the lies of the media. We're smart and we're catching on. This is not going to be a forever thing, I believe, where men are, really thrown away so much. So there are a lot of women who are starting to understand what's going on, and we're leaving this feminist movement.
Yes, but because of what? Things didn't go your way, or suddenly, is this a reversible, psychology? I mean, it's a reverse psychology thing that you're doing. What? Now, I'm not saying these women up there in this panel can't be trusted. What I'm saying is, what is the angle? Is it genuine? Is it real? The men that you claiming that, so much things are being flung our way and the accusations, are you really thinking about like, yo, these men are really, really in some crap that we have done. We've done this by supporting feminism. We've done this by raising our little girls to be like that. We've done this by changing certain laws and enforcing certain things, and the Me Too movement and all this other crap, and women that are truly being abused are not, taken care of because of some of y'all false accusations. Some of y'all done hurt other women because y'all done, spoiled the filth. Y'all done filtherized the game so bad that women that are actually being abused cannot be, justice cannot be gotten for them because of y'all buffooneries. These are a whole bunch of things that some of you feminists or quote unquote ex-feminists need to start thinking about.
Included. And I believe that, you just have to just believe that if you're looking for a woman who's understanding who's not going to emasculate you, we are out there, and there are a lot of us. You just like Alana was saying, don't settle just because you think they're not out there and that you can't find someone who's going to give you the respect that you deserve. Yeah.
I think we're well past beyond looking for respect now. We're well past beyond that. I mean, the most of us gentlemen that are overseas, regardless whether you're a passport bro or not, overseas, I mean, we're getting way more than respect. I mean, respect is given like automatic. I mean, we getting servitude, we getting pampering, we are getting a lot. I'm talking about we getting things that, Western women couldn't even fathom. They couldn't. Overseas, these women are embarrassing you. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way when I drop a new one, you'll be notified, all right? Knock Louise.